Alright, we're going to take a look at... Alright guys, today we're going to take a look at going from a Darce to a Guillotine. Nice sequence here from half guard. So what we're attacking here, we're trying to pass our opponent from different positions, and now our opponent is able to get an underhook on us. Yeah? So boom. From here we have a couple of different options. We can opt to start defending the underhook, try to block the hip, etc., go into our normal passing game. We can also take a little bit of risk and try to attack the Darce from here. So let's take a look at the Darce first, and then we'll go on to the switch towards the Guillotine. So on Darce, as soon as our opponent grabs the underhook but his head is not yet in position here, we either frame on the head with our crossface collar tie here, or we frame from the outside. From here I'm going to use the arm to punch through, and I'm going to make sure I clear the neck by getting my hand all the way through. From here we can grip the neck. Now, important is that I'm going to squeeze my elbows together. If I flare my elbows out wide, he's going to be able to slip the head out. We have nothing. So another risk here is that he stretches his neck. So I also want to make sure I have enough pressure down on the neck. If I don't have enough pressure, we'll be able to stretch out and again pummel his head inside, and we lose the position again. So he attacks the underhook, we grab the over, make sure we get some control over the head so he doesn't get too close on inside here, punch through, grab your own hand and get the elbows inside. From here we can start attacking our Darces. Yeah? Now, we did a couple of videos on Darce, so if you want the finishing details on that, you can watch those videos. What we're going to do now is actually our opponent is going to perform a good attack in terms of he's going to get up and he's going to improve his head position so we cannot attack the Darce. So how does he do that? He is going to make sure the head gets up high and he's going to get onto towards his knees. Right? Now I cannot really attack the Darce. We don't have enough space here to really punch the arm through. So what we're going to do now instead, I'm going to use this arm to go over. And now, very little sneaky thing we do is we're going to make sure the wrist goes out of the chin and passes all the way through towards the collarbone. So from here I'm attacking the Darce at first. Sometimes I connect my hand and just pull it through. And immediately we get into this high wrist position where I truly punch my wrist all the way through towards the collarbone. Yeah? Now, he's probably going to try to complete the sweep from now. So we will try to get on top. So it's up to us to make sure we immediately sit back and pull into guard. We can finish arm in with the high wrist. So get the wrist right there. Grab your own elbow right there. Or you can switch off and go into high elbow guillotines for the finish right there. Yeah? We're going to need to make sure that our opponent doesn't escape and gets the angle to defend. So let's turn a little bit so we can look at the other angle. So, same thing. He's going to attack the underhook right here. We catch the overhook, we try to attack the Darce, but our opponent's already building too much height. I cannot really get control over his head. I'm going to punch the wrist through. Sometimes I even grab my own fingers and just pull it through. Now, we make sure we're under the chin and we get this high wrist position. So I want to have my fingers as far through as I can. Now, he's probably going to try to finish the sweep here. So we need to immediately pull guard and get into position. This hand grabs the opposite elbow, pull everything inside for the finish, or if it's more comfortable for you, you let this one go, we get into high elbow positions and we finish right there. Yeah, really nice way to trap your opponent into thinking he might get a sweep because you overextended with the Darce, but actually we're baiting him to get into our guillotine. So he attacks right there, we try for the Darce, but he defends. I'm going to punch through, get into the high rest position. From here immediately we start pulling guard. We can either finish here or finish arm in. Up to you, but make sure you catch the guard so he doesn't jump over. If I'm too lazy here, he will jump over. That might get difficult for me to finish. So we need to really attack him. Yeah? Don't be lazy. One more time. Very nice. All right, let's try.